Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday night. I am cutting some charm squares into little 2.5 inch squares. For those of you that were here for the holidays, you'll remember that I started making some holiday themed patchwork placemats, and that's what I'm going to be working on tonight. For those of you that keep a eagle eye on each of my live streams and what I'm planning to do, you probably recall that I was going to work on my Piazza Puzzle Mystery Quilt, clue number 6. Sadly, I am missing a couple of pieces, but Cotton Cuts has a wonderful way that you can let them know on their website that you're missing pieces, and they are really responsive and they get those replacement pieces out to you really quickly. So I've done what I need to do to report those pieces missing, and I'm waiting for the replacement pieces to come. So for tonight, we're not going to work on the puzzle mystery quilt. We're going to work on something else. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little winded, still getting over the crud. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on tonight. I figure I'll talk about quilty goals. I'll answer some Q&A. If you've got questions, you can toss them out in the chat. I'll probably focus more on the chat aspect, less on the sewing. So this is a great opportunity for you to just chat with me. If you have questions, ask them. I may answer them. I may not. It depends on what you ask. If you are new around here, my name is Becca. I do a live stream right here on my channel every Friday night. And what we focus on is just bringing the positivity into our sewing space, trying to make something creative, and just making our heart happy and getting ready for a wonderful weekend. You don't have to sew, you don't have to quilt, you can do whatever makes your heart happy. The whole goal of tonight is just to hang out with friends and kind of decompress from a week and kick off the weekend. So that's what we're going to do tonight. When life gives you lemons, what do? That's right, you make lemonade. If you haven't already subscribed, though, I would love it if you hit that little subscribe button. I will talk for a second about this. I haven't actually made a big plug or a big push for this in a little while, but I would love it. Well, since we're talking about quilty goals, I would love to break and exceed 20,000 subscribers in the year 2023. I'm at 17.3 something right now, actually just shy of 17,400. So that's really only like less than 2,500 subscribers, or 3,000 if we want to break that. That's really not a lot that I have to gain in 2023. So I'm hoping to like blow that out of the water before spring even gets here. So if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you like anything you see on this channel to hit that subscribe button. So let's just slide over, take a look at what's going on in the chat, since I told you I was going to be focusing on that a little bit tonight. We'll read through some of what's out here, and then maybe I'll do a little stitching, and then I'll come back to the chat, and I'll do a little stitching, and then I'll go back to the chat. And who knows, maybe we'll even end a little bit early. I don't know. You can never tell what's going to happen here on Friday night. I'm going to start from the most recent and just kind of scroll up, and then we'll come back and see what else is being put in the chat. Oh, sorry. I'm still getting over, and I'm sure somebody's going to ask, getting over what? So I will tell you in a little bit. Carrie Richard says, "Hey, Becca and everyone." Hello, Gina Bashford, who is a neighbor. She lives in my area, says, "Are you still going to the quilt meetings? I have not seen you in some time." No, I have not been going because life has not afforded me a Monday night off. For those of you that haven't been around the channel for a little bit, I took a temporary position in DC, which is about an hour and change from my home, and it was a very demanding assignment that had long hours, and I am thrilled to have had the opportunity to do it. But that means that a lot of the things that I've been doing in my personal life had to get cut back or just completely cut out for a few months. That was also complicated by some other things like my mother-in-law's health, my mom and family being here, my health, just lots of things have come up. I'm hoping in 2023 I'll get back to some of those quilt guild meetings, but I've had to put a pause on them for just a little while. And for those of you that are curious, that temporary assignment actually ended today. So my work schedule is back to normal. I am back working at the location out in the suburbs. I'm working with my normal team again, and I'm working my normal schedule. I'll tell you what, There is nothing that will make you appreciate what you have until you don't have it. I was starting to honestly get to that point where I was like, man, I don't want to do this commute because it's about a 35-minute drive. But after dealing with the nightmare on the freeways, I'm like, ah, trees. So there you go. Sue Lambert says, so close to 20K. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kate says, hi, Becca. I saw your little short reel about subscription boxes. I liked seeing quickie things like that. Yes, I've got more shorts planned for 2023. So that's one of the goals that I would like to be able to do. I won't spill all of the details on that just yet because I don't know exactly how this looks. But if you liked that short form content, more of that is coming your way in 2023. I want to lean into those stories and Instagrams and quick videos so you can get like that quick video fix when you're just scrolling, you don't have time to watch a whole video. Doesn't mean I want to step away from long form content. I just want to make shorts to kind of tease you along the way while you're waiting for the other videos to come out. Let's see. I'm going to scroll up because I said I was going to scroll up and look at some of the older chat before we got to the new chat. So hello, hello, hello to everybody. Debbie Dunn, hope you feel better. Same. Carla is in Burtonsville, Maryland. So hello, Carla. I see Crafty Panda and Pat Strawhouse are here. Hello, Katie. Lots of chatter between everybody. Carla said she started Tula Pink's butterfly quilt on New Year's Eve using her Tula fabrics, not the kit, and wants to know if anybody else is doing the butterfly quilt. I said, quit. What is that even? I saw that quilt in person and my jaw had to be picked up off of the floor out of the pool of drool that was at my feet. It is absolutely stunning. And for me to say that is a big deal because I am not always a Tula Pink fan, but that quilt, jaw on the floor, swimming in a pile of drool. It's gorgeous. I wanted to do it. I saw the kit, I saw the price on the kit, and I ran away. And I also started getting in my head about how intricate that quilt was. And I was like, no, I can't do it. It's too much. No, I can't. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. It's just too much. But I've seen a few content creators, I think Kendall something or another is doing these. Pat Sloan, I think, is doing it too. But I've seen a few content creators talking about and doing the butterfly quilt on their YouTube channels. And when they break that butterfly down to those little blocks, the blocks I know I can do. So I'm like, maybe I could do it. Still don't have the kit, still don't have the time to do it, but it at least gives me the confidence that I could do it if I wanted to. All right, we've got Tina here. Hello, Judy. Gigi Quilt is here. We've got Rodonda Grace, Bettina, Kathy, Donna, John Sheridan. Hello, everybody. Diane is here from San Jose, where it's probably much nicer than the weather here. I swear, I feel like I moved to the middle of Washington State because it rains here all the time. It hasn't let up at all. Quilt Queen is here from Martinsburg, West Virginia. We've got Fran here from Pennsylvania. Lady Fair is here from Illinois. I'm scrolling through the chat to see what else we can see. Da 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 da. Linda's here from a snowy New Hampshire. Well, you know what? I was just talking about how San Jose is probably nicer than us. I will say we don't have snow, so there's a positive. There's always a silver lining and a positive outlook for everything. Sometimes you got to look a little bit hard for it, but there's always a positive spin to be found. All right, let's keep on going. Hey, Becca. Hello, Katie. See, I'm now getting about halfway through the chat. Thank you for answering my, Faith says, thank you for answering my email so quickly about subscription boxes. You're welcome, and stay tuned because I'm actually creating, I've already recorded it, just need to edit it. I have a big video that I will be dropping in the next couple of days, kind of giving you some, like a summary of the subscription boxes that I have or have gotten within the past year or continue to receive. So if you are in the market for a subscription box, maybe that video will help you pick one. And if you just like to know what's out there, maybe that video will help you as well. Katrina says, I'm going to work on the Stitch in Heaven's New Year's Eve mystery. I want to finish the blocks tonight. That sounds like fun. Hello, Donna. She says, hi. Carla says, my granddaughter loves the 2.5-inch mini charms. They're a lot of fun to play with, aren't they? Oh, goodness. I think I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. False alarm? I guess false alarm. We'll just play it by ear or nose. My eyes are watering like it's going to happen, though. Buffy says, good evening, all. Hopefully this weekend I will get to put together my new sewing table, but I'm going to be lazy tonight. And I think that is where I started scrolling up. Doreen has a question, so we're going to ask. And thank you, Karen, by the way, for sharing me on Facebook. Doreen has a question. She wants to know, how's the puppy? The puppy is... I look like I'm crying. I'm not crying. I just feel like I have to sneeze, but it won't come out. The puppy's great. He is a bundle of energy. We are doing all of the things that we can to help tire him out. Lots of training and lots of socializing with other dogs. In fact, we pick 1 or 2 days a week where we're taking him to doggy daycare while we're busy doing other things that we can't get pulled away from, like work and school. And that is really helping a whole lot. But he's absolutely wonderful. And in fact, I've taught a lot of people since we brought the puppy into the home. I have seen such a huge difference emotionally and socially with our daughter. And I am very, very thankful for having the puppy in our home. All right. Hello, Susan. You're out. I see you. Hi, Denise Hale. How are you? Polly is here and she's to learn to knit continental style. Awesome. Frida is here from Ohio. Branka Beslick Tarini. Hi, Becca. That is a new name. Hello. And I think that maybe it's not a new name, so I apologize if you're not new to the live stream. Usually on Friday nights, I'm not as laser focused in the chat. I try to pay attention to what's going on, but most of the time I'm sewing and I'll look up and catch a few comments here and there. And that means that sometimes I don't get to see all of the chat, but tonight might be a little bit different. Gloria Butler says, hi, Becca and everyone. I'm late getting on. I was trying to finish an embroidery project. Happy New Year to one and all. Happy New Year. Oh, Katie says, Becca, your name has been mentioned a couple of times over at So Yeah. Yes, it has. So I don't know how much of this I can actually share. I believe none of this is ready for prime time. So I'm not going to spill any of the beans, but there is something big happening at So Yeah. I am going to be involved and more details will be coming very, very, very soon. Scroll it up. Oh my gosh, I might just have to jump down to the current chat. All right, I'm just going to jump down to the current chat. If I missed anything that you said and you have it, the best way to make sure that I see what you want me to see is to tag me, do @SEWBECCA, and it'll pop up for me a little bit better. Yeah, just do that. There's a ton of chat and I'm going to miss it all. I am going to pull up our browser window though. Ooh. Everything was like for a minute. I'm going to try to pull up a browser window so that I can see the chat come up a little bit better. Actually, no, I'm not, because the browser will eat up resources that I don't want it to eat up. I got my phone right here, so we'll use my phone. Yeah, we'll use my phone. Popped out for a minute. Hello, Becca. Hello, Carissa. Hey, Mom. I see my mom's in the chat. You guys, my mom is Nancy Sexton. So, Becca, where's your link to the VIP on your webpage? So if you just click sign in, it'll ask you for your ID and password. But also, if you just do !VIP in the chat, you'll get a link to that. So if you don't know, I do have a VIP membership that is really focused around exclusive access on my website. It is $6.99 a month. I was toying with the idea of making it $5 a month, but then anybody that was paying at $6.99 level wouldn't be able to go down. It's just it's a whole thing. So we're keeping it at $6.99. For that price, you get a 24-hour jump anytime I decide to have a pop-up shop where you can shop my shelves, whether it's new products or destash. You also have access to monthly Zoom sessions with me, and usually we just work on something together. It's not usually a class, it's just a hangout. This year, for the first few months, we are going to be doing a block of the month. We're doing the Among the Stars again block of the month from It's So Emma. So if you wanted to get that and join the VIP, our first session where we're going to sew our blocks together is going to be the last Sunday of January. And then if I do happen to write a pattern that I put up for sale on my website, I make that available for free for anybody that is in the VIP membership. So those are kind of like the 3 benefits that you get. If that is something that interests you, you can hop over to my website and sign up for that. And oh, by the way, in the month of March, the very last weekend, we're going to do a UFO virtual retreat. I don't necessarily know if retreat is the right word so much as it is a virtual sew-in. So what's going to happen is there's going to be an open-ended Zoom for members to jump into starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, March 25th, and then it's going to end on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, March 26th, and it's going to stay open for the entire 36 hours. You don't need a host to let you in. You can just pop in and out as you please. You can stay there for the entire 36 hours, whatever works for you. And if you find a Quilty friend that you're bonding with and you just want to hang out with that one person, there will be little breakout rooms that the 2 of you can hop over to and just have one-on-one sewing time, or you can sit in the bigger group with everybody else. But the idea is that I'm trying to give you a way to connect with other members in the VIP program as well as myself. And it's going to be that entire weekend, Saturday through Sunday. So if you're not in the VIP exclusive access thing on my website, that's how you can participate in the member or in that Zoom sew-in. You have to be a VIP member, and exclamation VIP in the chat will get you a link over to how to sign up there. Oh, hey, my sister's in the chat too. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Tanya. How are you feeling, honey? I've been thinking about you this week. I still haven't got my packages out. I told you all it was going to be after the holidays, but I'm hoping to get those wrapped up and mailed out, and I do have something for you that I'm sending as well. Carla says, so Becca, my favorite monthly program is the Fat Quarter Bundle from Quilt Addicts Anonymous with a new free pattern every month. Quality, modern fabric, great tutorials for each pattern. That's awesome. Hello, Tiffany. I see you in the chat. Nancy Jean number 2 is here as she's saying hi to Nancy Jean number 1. Hey, Lori, how are you? All right, let's go on down to the bottom of the chat. Good evening from rainy Western Washington. Perfect sewing weather, says Linda Daniel. Gina Bashford says, do you have 2 memberships now, as you had the one that so I have a proper membership for exclusive access that's on my website, SEWBECCA.com. What you are in, anybody whose name is green and has a little icon next to it, that's a channel membership through YouTube, and the only thing that you're getting through that is it's basically a way for you to tip me monthly through YouTube, and you get whatever perks YouTube gives you for being in that. I get a little something, but YouTube keeps a very large percentage of that. You're welcome to be in both, or just one, or neither. I'm still going to produce free content, not charging for any of the YouTube content. So Becca, hello, Jewel Soren says, can you pay upfront for your membership, or does it have to be every month? You can, I believe I set a payment option where you can purchase for a whole year in advance, and I gave you a 1-month discount, I think. I'll have to go double check, but I believe there's an option to pay for the entire month, and then you'll get like 1 month off. So if you buy 11 months, you get the 12th month for free. And I think I might do the same sort of thing, maybe not as big of a discount, if you do a 6-month bundle. So yes, you get a little something off if you pay for the entire year in advance. All right. Catherine says, hello from a sunny Melbourne, Australia. Hello. Hey, Anne-Marie, I haven't seen you in a minute. But again, I haven't seen a lot of names in a minute because I've been so focused on working when I'm on a live stream that I don't get a chance to look up and see all the names. So hi. I will tell you, so Anne-Marie, I've seen her on a few Zooms. I've been on Zooms with her, and she is, I believe, gosh, I'm going to make a fool of myself if I'm thinking of the wrong person, but the person that I'm thinking of has music notes on the wall behind her, and I think she's a musician. I think we've talked about this a little bit, but every time I deal with my daughter and her violin and saxophone and all the music stuff that she's doing, I always think of, I think it's Anne Marie, but I always think of her and the music notes that are on the wall behind her. Tanya says, I'm getting by okay, I guess. I have a lot of stuff to do. So for those of you that don't know, Tanya lost her husband of a very long time. So my heart and thoughts are with her, and I am sure she would appreciate your prayers, your warm thoughts, your hugs. Just having the quilting community that she can hang out with, I'm sure means a whole lot to her. I don't want to focus too much on the loss because I'm sure she's here to kind of take her mind off of it. But I did want to let you know that that's what she's going with, and that's why I was asking her how she was holding up. I don't know why I'm singing. Nancy Jean number 2 says, hubby is cooking me my birthday dinner. Aw, shookies. Oh, Anne Marie said, YouTube stopped giving me alerts again. Yeah, it does that, doesn't it? My daughter is a musician violin. See, I knew there was something there. I couldn't remember what that was, but thank you for clarifying. That's awesome. All right. I need a drink of water. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? I mentioned this at the beginning of the chat. Somebody is probably going to ask, what crud are you still recovering from, Becca? Well, I'll tell you what, it starts with a C and ends with a D. And the middle letters are not R and U. It's probably O, V, and I. I had right after Thanksgiving, it was probably right around literally the day Ian left, I tested and I was positive. I wasn't feeling great before he came, but it was negative the whole time. And while he was here, it was negative, but the day he left, it was not. And he never got it. Thankfully, my husband never got it. My daughter never got it. Nobody else got it, but I did. So unfortunately, I'm still recovering from that. It's been over 30 days now, just barely over 30 days, and now they're classifying it as long C word. You know what I'm talking about. For the most part, I do feel fine, but I still have lingering congestion and wheezing and respiratory-like stuff. I did get some medication called into the pharmacy that I have to pick up tomorrow. I had a doctor's appointment to kind of go through some things, and I'm going to go see a pulmonologist to make sure everything is still good. And we have a treatment plan, but if you're curious what I'm dealing with, that's what it is. Glennie, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate that. She joined Spools, which is a way for her to automatically on a recurring basis send in a small I think it's $5 tip, $4.99, something like that every month. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Oh no, I know. Bless your heart. I know. It's been a minute. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Nancy Jean number 2. I'm still reading the chat. Oh no, that is so not good. I had it in September right after school started. I know. It does take a while, Nancy. I know. Pat said, again? Again. And listen, I swear it's DC. I swear to you, it is DC. Because when I don't go into DC, I'm fine. Every time I've had it, I've had to go into work in DC. And then guess what? But I don't even know where I picked it up from. I honestly don't. It's just the way of the world nowadays. You can be as careful as you possibly can, and it's still it's there. It's out there. It's a thing. So welcome to the vid club. Ugh. Do you get any side effects? Just this. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Just the wheezing and stuff. My niece had it 4 times. I hope you feel better soon. I actually feel fine. I just sound congested and I get really winded and really wheezy whenever I talk a lot. So that's why I'm stopping and taking big breaths like that, or I'm exerting myself. If I'm moving too fast or doing too much physically, That's what it is. So hopefully now that my temporary assignment has cleared up, I'll have more time to rest and really kind of kick the crud. Cause next month is February, and you know what's going to happen in February? Two things. Thing number one is my birthday, and I don't want to be sick on my birthday. And thing number two, at the end of the month, I'm going with a couple of friends to QuiltCon, and I've got a lot of walking to do. And I can't wait to see all the quilts and do the workshops that I signed up for and hear the lectures that I'm excited about. Can't wait to do all of that. And I want to feel better to do it. So everything's paid for. I don't want to be out the money. So we'll see what happens. Diana says, I'm battling my second bout of it since mid-December. I took Paxlovid, the first round, sadly a recurrence within a week, and it can happen. I did that. I did the antiviral. That stuff leaves a nasty taste, but it is what it is. I hope you don't get the side effect I got. Most dairy products now taste like soap. Sour cream is the worst. No, but you know what? Milk tasted like water to me. So I'm still like my sense of, well, I can't smell anything because I'm congested, but my taste still muted and weird, and eventually it'll come back. But for right now, it's not out there. Aunt Maggie says, stay out of DC. Jewel says, have you had it more than once? Yeah, sadly. This is my third interaction with it. My third confirmed interaction with it. I had it once in, once in November 2020. And then I got it in January 2022. And then again in November 2022. Yeah. So well. Judy says, I hope I get the chance to see you at QuiltCon. Yeah, absolutely. I will be I will be there. I will be coming in Wednesday night and leaving Monday morning. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to catch up. I'd love to see you. Just remember, and this goes for anybody you follow on social media, if you go to QuiltCon or any event, we only know you by your YouTube name. We don't know your real name. We don't know what you look like. We don't know what you sound like. You might you know us, we don't know you. So if you see us, anyone you follow on social media, if you see anybody you follow on social media and you want to say hi, go say hi, introduce yourself, tell them your name, and they'll chat with you. But for me, I just assume nobody knows me until you approach me. I just assume we're all quilters and we're all just hanging out. So this new one is really contagious. Lorraine says, I was positive on Christmas Eve and had to use the nebulizer twice a day. Still, yes, that's where I'm at, lady. I'm using I'm using albuterol twice a day or more if needed, but then they've called in a steroid disc inhaler that I have to use, but they're out of stock and I gotta wait for it to get in. So, and then I've got a steroid pack that's coming. So Carla says, my adult kids and grandkids had it twice. I have not, but I wear my mask everywhere. Masks work. I recently upgraded to the N95s. They are more comfortable on my ears because they're the kind that wrap around your head. I feel like because they're molded like that duckbill, I feel like I can breathe better in them because I'm not sucking the mask into my mouth. And it gets a nice tight seal, but it does this to my nose. Pushes my nose down. So I can't, I really don't want to have to sit at my desk and wear that thing for 10 hours a day. I'm happy to wear it when I go out into public. I am happy to wear it at the store. I am happy to wear it when I'm interacting with people. I don't want to have to wear it for 10 hours continuously. It hurts my nose. But better that than this. So, sorry. If you hear me wheezing while I'm doing that, that's why. Oh, let me blow my nose. Hold on. That's better. And you didn't have to hear it. Knocking on wood, I have never gotten it, but I take, oh, yes, the vitamins. Yeah, thank you for that. I need to get those back in my system. I stopped taking vitamins, and maybe that was part of what happened because the first time I got it and I think part of the reason why it took me so long to get it again is because we were taking that vitamin ritual daily, and then we kind of stopped when we moved, and then we had a store, and yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't need to talk about this anymore. Yeah, no, not again, Heather. Still. It's okay, Teresa. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fully jabbed here too, Marge. Same. Still don't matter. Oh man. Adidas mask. That's nice. Of all people, Kimberly Jolly recommended them. Her daughter wore them for a dance troupe. I'll have to look at that. Judy says she has to wear those at work because she works in the ER, and so far she's only had to experience it once. All right. I guess I'm going to sew for a few minutes. Can I show you something, though, before I do? Let me show you. Sorry. My mom sent me this cute little gift, and I'm lagging again. It's the CPU. I have no idea why the CPU is lagging, but this is a little, it's, I don't even know how else to explain it, but it's one of those glass blocks that they carve inside of. And I love dolphins. My mom knows that. I also love whales. I always have. I love all marine life, but my favorite are any form of whale and dolphins. I have always loved them. So my mom bought this for me for Christmas. It was a little delayed getting here, and she got one with 3 dolphins on it. She said it was because it represented my family, Jason, me, and Zoe. Now, Jason does have 2 other kids, so they're not visually represented here, but maybe they could be the water and the moon that the dolphins are swimming by. So just tilt that back a little bit more so that you can see that moon. There you go, right there. There you go. So thank you, Mama. It came. 3D dolphin. So this is my new thing. You know, I don't know if I'm going to sew. And the longer I sit here and talk, the more I can feel like the wheezing happening. So I think I'm just going to chat. I'm going to answer questions. I'm going to take it a little bit slower. And then I'm just going to go to bed. Because if I'm being completely honest, I got this during a extremely busy season in life, and I didn't have time to rest. And part of me wonders if I just take a few days to rest and take it slow and drink lots of fluid, if my body will be able to fight this. I'm wondering if the reason why I'm still struggling is because I have been burning the candle at both ends nonstop. I literally didn't take any time off for this. I did work from home a few days while I was positive and couldn't transmit, but I didn't take any time off work. So the time I did take off, I wasn't positive and I was showing Ian around TC. So that wasn't a break either. I do need to rest. Yes. Leah says, "Hi, Becca. I'm wondering if you can do a sew along of the HP quilt that was on a sew along blog. There are no videos, and I feel like I need a video to follow along." Leah, I can't commit to doing it right this minute because I'm kind of covered up with a bunch of other things that I'm going to be doing, but sorry, need air in my lungs to talk. If you can email me at becca@SEWBECCA.com, the blog that you're talking about, I can take a look at it, and worst case scenario, if I can't do it, I'm sure one of my other content creator friends that love to make, why am I still on that camera, that love to make quilts and YouTube videos would love to do that project. So just email me and we can work out the details, and I'll let you know how that works out. A lot of people are saying early to bed is a good idea. Yes. So we're just going to probably end around 9 or 9:15. We'll talk for another half an hour or so, and then I don't know if I'll have the wind in me to talk anymore. I do want to let you know about some exciting things that I can talk about for this year, though. So first off, you guys all know that for the Village Green Puzzle Mystery Quilt, I will be returning as an ambassador, and I am super excited about this. I'm going to do another large quilt. But I think I'm going to switch things up. I'm not going to do it as a live stream event. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to do a short form edited video followed by a live stream on a Friday night where we do a little Q&A and talk about it, and I can show what the block looked like and when it was done. That live stream I'm still iffy on, but I know I'm going to do recorded and edited videos that are a little bit easier to digest. And so along with um I want to reserve Friday nights for sewing projects that I want to do and showing you the progress as I go through them. And I want to be able to set aside 3 or 4 Fridays in a row to work on a single project if that's what it takes. So switching things up a little bit. I'm going to host Friday nights from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern time every Friday night that I am going to go live stream. I'll be doing something, but it's going to be really more personal sews rather than like puzzle mystery quilts or other things. And of course, I'll always give you the information about what I'm working on. So if you want to do something like that, you can get the pattern of the fabric, or you can just watch and figure it out on your own. Sorry. The other thing, I don't know why I keep saying sorry. I'm sure somebody out there is like, stop apologizing. I'm sorry. The other thing that I want to tell you about is I'm doing another sew along with Fat Quarter Shop. I'm really excited about this one. So let me show you what I will be doing. This, which colorway was I able to get? Honestly, Anne-Marie, I don't remember. It was the one that had like corals and blues and it was a batik. So if you go look over there, you'll find it, but I don't remember what it was called. Hold on one second. Sorry, that was a really big cough. Sherry says, please rest and put us on hold. We will live through it. I know your health is our top concern. I will. I'm going to go to bed in about 15 minutes, but I want to show you this because I don't think I'm going to make it to 10 o'clock tonight. I'm going to do the Jolly Bar 4 quilt along with Fat Quarter Shop. So for those of you that aren't tracking this, Fat Quarter Shop has these Jolly Bar books. This is one of them. This is version number 4. They've got 3 other versions out there. That's why they have version number 4. And they're going to do a quilt along for a quilt that looks like this. It is a sampler quilt featuring most of the blocks that are in the Jolly Bar book. To make this quilt, you're going to need about 6 yards of background. It's actually 5 5/8, I think, but I rounded up to 6 because why not? You're going to need 2 Jolly Bars. And if you don't know what a Jolly Bar is, that's basically a pre-cut that measures 5 inches by 10 inches. So if you think of a layer cake that is 10 inches by 10 inches, cut in half, that's the Jolly Bar. You're going to need 2 of those. So you can go buy 2 Jolly Bars or you can buy 1 layer cake, whichever works for you. And then you're going to need some accent and binding fabric, about 5/8 of a yard for your accent fabric and 7/8 of a yard for your binding. So I just rounded up to a yard for each of those. And I want to show you the fabric that I'm going to make my quilt with. I am using the Seashore Drive line by Sherry and Chelsea, and inside this bin are the accent and binding fabrics that I've picked. I have 3 choices to go with because I wasn't sure which colorway I wanted to use for the binding and the accent. I've got the coral, the sky blue, and then that really pretty purple. My camera is completely frozen, I think, but I am doing the Sherry and Chelsea fabric. And then the background, I'll show you up here. The background is just a Bella Solid. It's the right ivory that matches this line absolutely perfectly. I chose to bring in for either the accent or the binding, I'm not sure which one it's going to be, and the background a solid because the solid was more economical and I didn't need a print for those fabrics, and it allowed me to have a little bit more fabric to play with. It made it a more cost affordable sew along. So what you can expect, Artisan Batik Seaside, thank you, Pat. What you can expect from this is every Thursday, starting on January 19th, there will be a video just showing my progress of how my quilt is coming together. I don't think I'm going to do an actual video tutorial, but I will walk you through how I built the quilt blocks, because there will be 2 quilt blocks every week. So I'll show you kind of how I built those a little bit. I'll talk about the process, why I chose the fabrics that I did, and I'll show you those finished blocks. And I'm going to do that all the way through March, because it is a long sew along. It's going to start in the middle of January and go through the middle of March. And then when it's all done, we'll have our finished quilt top, and it's going to be absolutely stunning. Why did I use the Seashore Drive line by Sherry and Chelsea? That's a really good question. The answer is because I love it. So if you guys remember, sometime earlier in 2022, I think it was over the spring, Tiffany and I both did the Magnolia pattern that's out on the market, and I used the Seashore Drive fabric to put that together. I thought it was absolutely stunning when the fabric was released in the spring, and I still think it's gorgeous. Well, over the Christmas break, I had a household of people, and one of the folks that was here, my sister Nicole, actually everybody looked through all of the quilt tops that are on my rack waiting to be quilted, and she saw the Magnolia quilt and she wants it. So I've got an idea for how I want to quilt it. I'm really excited to do that for her, but then that means that the quilt featuring the Magnolia, sorry, the quilt featuring the Seashore Drive fabric is out the door and I don't have it anymore. So I have to make another one. So this is why I'm going to use the Seashore Drive fabric from Sherry and Chelsea. What is a PMQ? A PMQ is a puzzle mystery quilt. It's basically a block of the month that is hosted by Cotton Cuts. Every month you get your sheet of instructions as well as all of your fabric, but your fabric is die cut. So there is no measuring and there is no cutting. You just follow the instructions and put the clues together. You do this for 9 months, and then in month number 10, you take all 9 of those clues and put them together into a nice quilt top. They offer a variety of colorways that you can choose from, batiks, traditional prints, you name it, they've got it. And they give you 2 size options, a small and a large. I'm doing a large this time around. So, all right. Listen, guys, I know I said I was going to go to a little bit after 9. To be honest, talking is winding me, and I'm sure you could probably hear it. Maybe not. Maybe the filters and the microphones are capturing it. But I'm winded and I'm wheezing a lot, and I'm done. I need to go get some rest. So I'm going to end the live stream here. What I will tell you is Donna from Handmade by Ying will be on tonight at 10 o'clock in just a little over an hour. I am so sorry to cut this short. I thought I was going to be up for a little bit more. I'm just not. So I'm going to go get some rest, and I will meet you back here next week. I am excited because next week I have a pattern that I'm going to sew on live that I have drawn up and am going to be putting on my website. And it's a quick and easy and practical sew. And if you want to know what that is, come on back in a week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys all in a week. Bye.